of a week course for the benefit of the Payne Trust. My name's Ted Kelland, and I'll now introduce you to the other instructors that took part in the course.
Go on. Let's get to the pub.
We don't get any money for this, you know.
Nothing at all.
It's all for love.
We're off.
Quite serious. That's just serious. God.
Idea. Okay. Okay, kid up. Guys in. Backs up. Rucksack off your back, pass it up to your pal, who'll be up on top in the bunkhouse. Find a bunk, put your kit, clothes, bits and pieces, whatever, underneath. Alright? Do you understand? Sit. You got it? Stay there. You got the idea. Well, that's the idea. Just put it out of the way for now, and then other people come up and find their bunk, then they can get their kit.
Put the gear over there.
Go it over the way.
Okay. Over here. The ground floor, you go in the bunks. Yeah.
Not swing around on all the beams. Don't charge around.
Whoever. One each up in the top bunk. No double bunking. No, I'm going on. Go next. Get the
didn't have to, no, but he has to, really have to.
Didn't you have to get that?
Yeah, he has to.
You're not, you've already tried. You're not.
Oh, it's on your last one. Glad he did.
Hey! Lean back. Lean back. Don't bend your knees. That's not leaning back. Hey! Go on. The practical demonstration has been constructed here for you as we discussed that from the safety point of view, the trench fire would be by far the easiest and safest for us to use out in the field. What Wayne has done here is constructed a trench fire for us. He has a few items cooked. He has put the stone on that we were talking about for cooking the meat on. He has also been boiling his water over the fire, as we were saying. The flames at this time we used to heat the stone as well. The embers on the end were for other items cooked. Does everybody follow the technique?
As Mike has said, explain the type of fire. As I told you just a few minutes ago, we've got embers, right? We've got the flames boiling, and we've got the flames in the stove, the slab. And on the slab we've got this, which has been cooking just a very few minutes. It's been cooked into cut into thin strips. There you go. It's always had it first, not because of green, but just to make sure that we use whatever we need.
Put your hat down.
Grilling over the stone. Remember about the stone, don't get it from a place where it's going to be soaked in water. The best method of cooking is the boiling, okay? The rabbit has been cut up into chunks. The leg is still in there, okay? It's been boiling for a couple of hours. The meat is quite tender, although it was a real tough old bucket when it went in. Into the pot has been added nettles, dandelion leaves, which gives that a little bit of a bitter taste to it, and also a beef stock drink, which we recommend that you take that type of thing with you whenever you're out in the field. Okay? So you want to take a sip of that and pass it around? Yes, it's very hot. You want to touch it around? Don't flame the torches. Leave them on.
Okay, listen up guys. This is the tradesman's entrance. This is the quarter-hour cage. You will now enter into the water from this side. In an orderly fashion, one at a time. I'll go first, Wayne will keep up the rear. Nice and slowly and carefully, alright? There's no panic. We have plenty of time to use the cage. Right, enjoy the trip. Careful coming up these rocks because your boots will be wet. You could slip. Tread cautiously. Anything else you got on top? To me. Go on, keep walking.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, we follow the path now down to the pool, please.
Buddy system. There you go. Link up now. Do not quiet. Do not shout and scream because we want to hear what's going on. Right. Slowly does it. Next 4 in. Buddy system. Concentrate on what you're doing instead of laughing and joking. I know the water's a bit hot. Okay, over to your left slightly now, look at me. Good. Next shot, cross, go. Don't talk, otherwise we can't hear. When people are in trouble. Go to your left. Go to your left. Then before we go up into the deep water later on, right, sometimes it's in excess of 3.5 inches deep. Do not carry out a sequence of events in told, i.e. don't shout, don't scream. You can't hear what I'm telling you. Right? If I say go to your left and you don't hear it, it's because there's a big deep water pool there. Guess who found the deep water pool because they were shouting and screaming? Margaret, Mavis, and Wendy. 3 of you, in again. Do it correct this time. Link up buddy system. Link up now. Good. Go across. Don't strangle him. Good. In a bit deeper. That's it. Go on, I can see the bottom. That's good. Keep going across now the way you're going. That's good. Stop where you are. One of you now, take your feet off the floor. Move across. Well done, good. Right, feet on. Move out. That's it. Just keep it up to your waist tight. Use the pole just to make sure you're steady. You're not going to go into a big hole. That's the idea. Good. Well done. You follow behind. Don't watch me. Good. And move out and across, and that's the technique used. Okay? You can move over to the shallow water. Come out. Good. Practice next 2, just the 2 people. Right, the first group, I want the other guy now just to slip, the man in the centre, take the feet off, see if they can hold it. Yeah, good. Feet on. Well done. Both hands on, get on there, hold that the log. Now you can have the river. We cannot use the systems that we've already been shown. So now we have a rope. We're going to utilise the rope by sending our strongest swimmer across. And in the main, you would go up, find a bend of a river, your swimmer would go out, use the current, and edge into the end of the bend, the river meanders. Link it on the other side, and then the other people can cross on by snap linking their links on. Move up, snap link on. We then give them the detail, what we want. The detail is a rope secured over the far log where the hole is, drop it over. So only do we tell him what we do, we actually give him a demonstration. If that's the log, drop it over, put the link on. Okay? Then we pull it tight. Because if he gets cramped in there, or a crocodile's coming after him, alright? Hold on to the rope. Where you go. Good. Well done. That initial shock of cold water hitting you, sometimes can give you a bad cramp. Certainly makes the blood pump around the body a little more. Keep going. Nearly coming to the shallow end now. You pay out the rope during, that's excellent. You'll be able to stand up in a moment and get to the bank. There he is. Well done, good effort. Pull it in later. Come on. Right. Now we come. Pull the rope tight. Down, down, down. Rope down. Okay. Pull it down. Good. Your safety link on the safety rope. Although you can swim across, safety. Right, remember, it could be a fast-flowing river. First one, wait. Snap on, tell me when you're on. Wait. No logs coming down, signal to our plow, men coming across. And you go then. Last man down. Snap on. Use the rope if you like to pull. Use the rope or pull yourself. When you get to the other side and you're safe, you unclip the carabiner and the team leader over the other side, the strong swimmer, gives us a signal that all the men are clear. Yes, use water in a warm atmosphere, how to make our float. We are now going to give you the experience of using those same floats in a colder environment, but still in not such a fast-flowing river. Right? But it's a chance for you to gain the experience to see what it's like. The 3 sets of kicks, I want you as quick as you can, right? As quick as you can, time is of the essence. We cannot get and walk along the bank. Right? The forest or the jungle may be too impenetrable, too strong, high-sided, so we decided it is better for us to put all our kit together and use the river to float down. Through here. Any two? No, it wasn't, was it? Clappy Lucy. Be kept upright. I'll be able to get over the first obstacle. Not too bad. Again, just loose, isn't it? Okay. This one here. Well, interesting, isn't it? Definitely looks a little bit different than the ones we did in the swimming bath yesterday. Now to see if your floats do the job. Check in. Start moving downstream. Do not get right on top of the float because you'll lose your propulsion. First one down. That's good. Keep going, that's good. Well done. Good effort. Float's working. Good breaststroke kick on the bottom look. Excellent. Now, see, good technique, Gary. Go on. As far as you go. Go even further along. Good breaststroke look. Yes, a rock there. Keep going. One hand on look. He's using 2 legs. I never tied the knot, sir. I told you not to get on to... That's better, that's good, see? That's the system to use.
As soon as he hits the water, I want a big cheer, okay? If he goes in the water,
Even this one's not going to be shaky, and it's only had how many pulls? 1 pull in, look. Only 1.
Get ready for a big round of applause, guys.
Hold on, let me just check.
Is he gonna go?
Oh, sorry, it's too cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, look at this. Here we go. Round of applause. Look at that. What a parade.
Who made that one?
Do this. We're not trying to get on top. Because you roar. Keep one arm out and swim it. Okay. Fancy lashing. The idea is to secure it to the drum. So nothing for the float away. Round it like that. As we did before, exactly the same method. If you're using a piece that's left over from a lashing and it's already attached to the raft, by all means attach another piece of cord to it to extend it. Okay? These guys take it over and walk backwards. You guys walk backwards, please. Put it down. Alright? Okay. What we intend to do now, simple seat, full lashing length, which I asked someone to select, in under 3/4 of an hour. Alright? 48 lashings, excluding the seat. Quite a number of lashings to do in a short time. Well done, good effort. Right, 3 guys out for now. Move the Land Rover. Okay, left. Water. Yes. Okay, don't drop it, hang on to it. Right, the 2 in the middle, stay back, the 2 on the end, hang on to it. Take the paddle. Okay, 2 on. Good egg. 4. Keep the paddle, hold straight. Okay. Hold on, there you go. Stand back, boys, away from the edge. You know. Good effort. This shows, of course, that the lashings that you did have all held together, and that it will just take 2 men comfortably. Okay, middleman, in. Sit. Rear man, in. Front man, in. Take your paddle. I'll lead you out from the bank. In. Okay, where you go? What things you do? Okay, where you go? Concentrate now. Alright, touch on the paddle correctly with your right hand in the front. Up on the tee with your right hand in the front. On the... When you understand, no panic. Enjoy the canoeing and the weather. Okay. Bits of fish that we got left over, like fish heads or something like that, bits of meat from the rabbit, dandelion leaves, any of the bits of edible plants that are growing wild that we can pick up. In they go in the pot, give them a stir up and let them just boil away. Any of the bones off rabbit, you cut the meat off, to slice up to put on one of the hot stones, in it goes. You don't throw anything away, all right? Nothing at all. All goes in there. You can then drink the soup out, and the fishy, meaty, vegetable tasting stew, right, in it goes. A couple of little fish caught in the river, little trout, not very big I'm afraid, but you can have a chance to taste them, right, a bit small, but all we did with these, we just cut the heads off, and you can do exactly the same, right. If you had small fish, all you would do is cut the heads and the tails off perhaps, and just gut the inside if it's worthwhile gutting. On this particular stone, you can see we found one that's got a bit of a curve, worn out owing to erosion, or perhaps it was on a bedding plane of a river or something like that thousands of years ago. What happens? Remember we showed you down the caves the other day how old riverbeds grind out holes in the rocks. What we found with that, it's got a bit of an indentation in, rub some of the fat off some of the animals to make it so it doesn't stick, and in goes a bit of fish. Alright? The rest in the pot. The same on here, look. What we've done here, we put on a metal skewer. Now we're lucky because we had a skewer with us. All right, the boys always keep one in their rucksack when they're out. You don't have to use a skewer. You can use a bit of green wood or something like that and just push it through and either roast it over the fire or done what we've done, look, rub it around, bit of the rabbit. There's a bit of his kidney, bit of the other meat. You can either hold it over the fire like this, stick it in the ground, or as we've done, get it cooking on the hot stone. Remember what we told you about stones, don't take them out of wet river beds, right, because they crack. Even this one, look, started to crack a little bit. The thing is, if they're too wet, they can explode and obviously cause danger. Alright? Right, we'll just stop for a minute, give it a chance to cook over, and then you can have a taste and ask for any questions, alright? Just hang on. Right, some of these bits of fish are ready. Now these might be a bit hot, so the people who don't like fish, obviously don't have to try. I'll break them open a little bit. Notice the plate, especially made this plate 2.5 million years ago. Why have I said that then? Anybody tell me?
That's how old it is.
Well, that's probably how old it is, isn't it? Bit of fish on the floor, look, just to show that in a survival situation, waste not, want not. We pick it up, put it back on the hot stove, and a very hungry instructor will eat that later on.
Okay. Right, this cold stone will take some of the heat out of the fish. While it's cooling off a little bit before because I don't want to burn your mouth. Notice the instruction of the fire. Notice when the two mics were talking to you the other day, how they were talking about the different cooking techniques which we've been now employed on this fire, and also the construction of fire using the what type? What do you call this type of fire? Trench type fire. And what have we put this up here for? This is the reflector to reflect the heat. And of course, if the wind was blowing this way, and we decided that we want to make our bivvy close by, or we're going to make the fire close to the bivvy, we'd want the bivvy this side, wouldn't we? And as you can see now, look, the wind's blowing it, blowing away that way, the smoke, and of course bits of the white ash into our friend's eyes. Alright, but not too bad, is it? Better that. Okay then. Oh, took a saying, whoops, you just dropped some. Okay. How about you, Wayne? No, you're not a fish man, eh? Okay. Alright then, just a try, sorry. Right then. Want to show that whatever we cook, we don't mind giving to other people. Okay, we'll put this by the hot plate, or the hot stone, and we'll see how this is looking. Well, I suppose some mums might say it's burnt a bit in places, but I'm going to try and con you and say that it's browned off enough. Alright? These are small pieces, as I said, including the kidney. The third one down is a piece of kidney, so if you don't like it, obviously don't take the piece of kidney. Anybody want to try this? How about you? No, you're full up here? Go ahead. Take a piece, watch it's not too hot. Do it quick. Next one's kidney. Anybody eat that? Thank you. I will. It's hot now. Okay, now. Go on. One for you. One for you. Well, I've got the other pieces. Right, and then just flatten it so it looks like a Welsh cake. Flat Welsh cake. Round, flat cake. Push it right down. Right, that's what it is. And then on your hot stone, remember we were frying some meat on the hot stone. Right, nice and flat like that. And then you just drop that on the hot stone and make a very kind of crude type of bread or biscuit. Now if you've got some sugar left over, you can mix them into a sugar and have a sweet one. What we've got going on here is the same ingredients, only obviously it's not so doughy, it's still a bit liquidy. And we've got some of the may off the hawthorn tree, some of the may blossom. And all you do is lift it up, dip it in, you can do it yourself, where you go, look, dip it in, get a bit of a mixie on it. And we put some sugar in with this one. And when it's like that, you just put that over the fire or on a hot stone, or you can fry it up in deep fat if you had fat. But of course we haven't got that much out in the wood.
Put these.
In your pocket.
Put on the stone.
Put some margarine on it first.
This is just the basic one to put on the stone. Nice and flat, nice and thin, alright, and just plop it on. Alright? And then what we'll do, we'll give it time to just start to cook, and then we'll flop it over, and it'll feel like a piece of bread. Okay? Any problems on that? Right, that's the one method. A bit of bread that we're going to make. We get one of the useful looking chaps. Your hand. Open it up. We've got a little bit of meat here. This is in fact crab meat. Alright? So we put that in, and just like making a fish cake or a fish pikelet, whatever you call them in your part of the world, right? We then get our pal with a bit in to mix it up. Where you go, mix that up in the dough. Everything else you've got is ready and all patted down. Look at that. Starting to cook up already. Look at that rising up. That's starting to go, isn't it? Starting to dry out a bit there. Look. Yeah. Turn them over. Look. Whoops. Otherwise you get a bit too much burning. Right. And when they're going, we've got the mixture with the mayflowers on as well, with a bit of sugar added in this one, haven't we? Right. And we just stick them on, and they can start to cook. Good old twist. Right, that we learned. I remember when I was a young lad as a scout. Same principle as far as making the dough is concerned. The idea is to try and keep this long sausage-like piece of bread as thin as you can, because it cooks quicker. And that's the trouble normally. You're so keen to get the food down you. So what you do is just twist the bread in a circle around a green stick. You can see now why it's called a twist. Because you twist it around as thin as you can, like that. And then all you do then is just slowly turn it or leave the thing stuck in over the fire type of thing. Basically it's a hole in the ground, we've lined it with stones, we've lit the fire in it, heated the stones up. What we've done here, we've put pieces of meat in silver foil. If you haven't got silver foil because it's in a backward position, alright, or you're out in the boondocks, you can wrap them in edible plant leaves such as nettles or dandelions or other such things. All we're going to do now is take the stones off. The stones around the oven, as you can see, all the way around, I get it nice and hot. We level out the fire, the stones very neatly around. They are now very hot. The one we did yesterday when we gave you the demonstration and you tried the food, we picked out this morning and those stones were still warm. That's over 12, 14 hours and the stones were still warm. Alright, so we've got a nice little hotbed. We'll now show you how we fill it in and then walk away and leave it. Flames down. Doesn't do any harm to the actual oven. These little bit of soil will soon heat up, become a part of the cooking process. In this case we've used tin foil because we know some of you are a bit icky when you want to try and eat them. You don't like the nettles. You'll soon learn to do that when you're out in the boondocks. Then we'll just drop in a couple of the hopper stones. Notice we're using a stick. Tend to get burnt. Right to the left, there's our marker where we've made our Maori oven. Pull up the reverse now. It'll still be hot. You can put some water down it if you want to keep it moist. We start scraping away, lift out the stones, and then find our meat. Open it up, and there it is, look, nice and moist, well cooked, not too much. If you leave it cooked too much, it'll get too dry. Lovely and moist. Form a queue on the top of the hill if you want to taste. If there's a bit left, I'll let you have them. Half an hour. What was it like last night then, alright? Yeah. Warm enough? No problem then. You've got to find your new meat today. Oh, not too bad. Good. Back to the job and see everybody else is busy.
They were cooking, somebody's cooking some sting nettles.
Stinging nettles?
Yeah, the tops of bracken.
Bracken tops?
Yeah, that bitter stuff.
Oh, I know what you mean there. Common sorrel?
Yeah, that green lynching that looks like reindeer.
Oh, reindeer moss?
Yeah, and
daisies?
yes, some daisies and some dandelions.
Dandelions. Oh, well, good effort. Good. Now, what was your brew like last night? Was it warm enough?
Oh yeah, it's really warm.
No problem?
Yeah.
What are you doing there? Spear?
Yeah.
Good. Right, well done. We're going to go around and visit everybody's bivvy all together just as soon as we've seen you all individually. Alright? Well done. Good effort there. How did you get on last night in your bivvy?
It's alright.
Warm enough?
Yeah.
Bit ritzy this, isn't it? Walls?
Yeah.
Alright, very fortunate you found that bits of corrugated iron all the way out here. But very good, you roused it, that's what it's all about. You make the best of what you've got.
Stop the wind a lot as well.
Yes, I bet, and give you lots of room.
Yeah.
Had a fire and something to eat?
Yeah, we've had that.
What are you doing now? Bow and arrow spears, have a look?
Yeah.
Okay, well done. Not a bad effort. We'll see you later. Come on, and it is green. Right then. Was it big enough for 4 of you last night? That's the thing.
Yeah.
You sure? Yes. Well, that's all it has to be, doesn't it? Yes. If it's too big, you have a large area to warm up. Warm up. So that's okay. And you will warm or cold or? Will you? Good. I see you also found a bit of tin to utilise because there's quite a bit of that about, isn't there? Right. And this is the state of Vivi after the night's sleep, is it? Well, it's not too bad really. First attempt, is it? What about food today? Pardon? Ah, you've got them. Yeah, but have you cooked them and have you eaten them? Right. That's it, isn't it? You should have a fire going now and a cup of tea on or something like that to get those foods cooked up. It is important, the first meal. And especially that fire because it makes things all a bit lighter, alright? You find you're feeling a bit drained now? Yeah. You look all of it kind of, oh, another day. Okay, get on with the fire and you'll see the other people's movies a bit later on. Okay, you the four in this movie?
Yeah.
What was it like last night then?
Dry as a bone. Dry.
Yeah, it was dry, you were lucky. You didn't have much rain last night, did we?
No, no.
And what about the warm?
Lovely.
No problem?
Plenty of rooms now.
Good. How long you had your fire going?
About 20 minutes.
Good. And you're making a...
We're having vegetable soup. No,
making soup and drinks and things like that?
Yeah.
Okay. When you're finished here and you've had your breakfast, alright, we'll be then moving on to the main camp area again, where we'll have a competition and speak to others and see how they got on about making their bivvies.
Yeah, okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Morale alright? Seems to be okay.
Yeah.
Well, you survived alright. Have you moved your clothes and arrows and things yet?
I got
You've still got time, we've got ample time.
Yeah, no, someone's gone nick mine.
Somebody's gone and nicked it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you must have sneaked in when you went to bed at, what time was it last night? Early, wasn't it for you? Okay.
Nine.
No problem, we'll see you later on. We'll let you get on with your breakfast and drink your tea and your soups then.
So well done, mate. You caught a fish, did you?
Yeah.
Just tell us how you went about it.
Well, I used a stick and some fishing line hook, and I used worm for bait. I caught it overnight on the night line.
So it was a night line, was it?
Yeah.
How many lines did you have out?
Just the one.
So it was a good effort.
Are you the only one who catch the fish comes in? Over its guts. It's taken out. Look at it. Nothing. Not too nice.
The boys are now leaving their overnight bivouac area and are now making their way back to base camp for the remainder of the duration of the exercise.
Any rubbish into the rubbish bags, no litter to be left. Well, that's important work to be done. We've got to get the camp shipshape. Okay, on the whole, the bivvy camp was good, but we bring all that up in the debrief. Sort your gear out. Get the air going through these tents. The bivvy is over, we're now back to base camp. We've got to sort out the main meal of the day. Get the chickens ready for eating. Get the bread made. Okay, it's no good us leaving here later on this evening and find that you've left a knife or your wallet with all your money in, or your picture of your girlfriend or your boyfriend. Quick as you can then. I don't want to see anybody sitting down doing nothing when there's work to do. Say goodbye to your bedroll, look, it's rolling downhill. Go. Second one, go. Third one, go. Fourth one, go. Fifth one. Sixth one. Right, stop. This was the nearest one that actually landed nearest the target, not bounced off. Just get out while I make and for the only bit of ingenuity, the guy had a go at the bow. Nobody ever runners up. This one's going to go to him. He's made a good effort to run up the bow. You guys, person, you're going to have half of the instructor's chocolate. The only man to catch not just one fish, but two. Good effort, mate. Where you go. Well done. It's on there now. Great. Well done, lads. Good effort. We'll now be taking you all back back to base camp, where we'll clean up the supports, and then you'll watch your videos and your Rambo films before we catch the train tomorrow. That's the main exercise over. The boys now are walking up to the top of the hill. We'll then take them back via the museum, which is a military type museum for the South Welsh borders and the Zulu Wars. Then we go on back to base camp, where they get cleaned up, have a real big meal, and finish off by watching some survival and Rambo type videos. I hope this video has been some help to you, and we hope to see you in the future. Thanks again.
And so to the first.
Go away now, say goodbye, mate.
Bye. Bye, Ray.
Bye.
Bye, Ray.